Hello friends, if you think that polar-protic solvent will increase the rate of SN1 reaction rate, you have 50% knowledge about it. This video will change your point of view and will complete your knowledge, so stay with us. Today we are going to discuss the effect of solvent in SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction is a two-step process. In step 1, leaving group is eliminated and carbocation is formed. In step 2, nucleophile will approach this carbocation to form the product. This step 1 is rate determining step, and more the stability of carbocation, more will be the rate of the reaction. In earlier videos, we have discussed SN1 reaction mechanism elaborately. Please check the description of this video for the link. This is the potential energy surface of SN1 reaction, where we have plotted potential energy in y-axis and progress of reaction or time or advancement of the reaction in x-axis. As we know that SN1 reaction is a two-step process, the left half represents step 1 and right half represents step 2. Here we have shown you the potential energy of reactant, the intermediate carbocation, and potential energy of product. As this is a two-step process and step 1 is RDS, the activation energy of step 1 is higher compared to activation energy of step 2. So here we have taken step 1 of SN1 reaction only. So this is the reagent, transition state and intermediate carbocation. So as we move from left to right, we can see the increase in polarity. Rx is a polar covalent bond. From this, if we see the transition state, here we have delta positive charge and delta negative charge. So from reactant to transition state, there will be an increase in polarity. From transition state to intermediate, the increase in polarity is even more due to the presence of carbocation. The activation energy is represented by the energy difference between reactant and transition state. Polar-protic solvent will stabilize the Morse polar species. Here, if we take reactant and transition state is more polar compared to reactant. So, in presence of polar-protic solvent, the extent of stabilization of transition state will be more compared to extent of stabilization of reactant. So, in this potential energy diagram, we have taken two solvent. One is more polar solvent, another is less polar solvent. This blue line represents more polar solvent and the red line represents less polar solvent. So in presence of more polar solvent, we can clearly see that the extent of decrease of potential energy of transition state is more compared to extent of decrease of potential energy in reagent. So activation energy will get decreased compared to less polar solvent. If activation energy is less, it represents the rate will be higher. So in presence of polar-protic solvent, activation energy is decreased and rate of reaction will increase. But I have told you that it's a half information that we have. But there are some SN1 reactions also where rate of reaction will decrease with increase in polarity. We have two types of SN1 reaction. In case 1, leaving group is neutral in nature, and in this case with increase in solvent polarity, the rate of SN1 reaction will increase. But in type 2 reaction, leaving group is positively charged, and in this case the rate of reaction will decrease with increase in solvent polarity. We have to study these two reactions elaborately. So in type 1 reaction, we have taken leaving group which is neutral in nature, and this is the transition state. If we see the reaction scheme, we have discussed this reaction scheme earlier in this video, where we have seen that the energy between reactant and transition state will decrease with increase in polarity. So here in blue line we have reaction with less polar solvent, and in red line we have reaction with more polar solvent. So we have seen that with more polar solvent, the extent of decrease of transition state energy is more with respect to extent of decrease of reagent. So here we can easily say that the activation energy will decrease with more polar solvent. Resulting rate of this type of SN1 reaction will increase with solvent polarity. So this is the most interesting part of this video. So this is the type 2 of SN1 reaction where the leaving group is positively charged. Now if we see the reaction scheme, the net charge over reactant and transition state is same, but in case of reactant it is over X atom only, resulting higher charge density. In transition state it is distributed between R and X, that's why charge density is less. So with increase in polarity, in this case reactant will more stabilized compared to transition state. As a result, activation energy will increase. So from potential energy graph we can see that as reactant is more polar compared to transition state, with increase in polarity it will be more stabilized and the transition state will be less stabilized. So effectively the energy gap between transition state and the reactant is called activation energy. So this red line represents the more polar solvent, blue line represents the less polar solvent. So activation energy is higher for the red line compared to blue line. So it proves that as with increase in polarity, activation energy is increasing more and more, the rate of SN1 reaction will decrease for the second type of reaction.